checking on
Oh,
something.
okay.
Students, please rise and face the center aisle as the faculty and the President's party process to the stage. Thank you. Please rise and face the center aisle, students. Thank you. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Victor Fisher, an associate professor in the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Criminal Justice. As Grand Marshal, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2014 Spring Commencement Exercises for the College of Liberal Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the current weather forecast is calling for potential for heavy thunderstorms, including lightning and hail. For your safety, we are continuing to monitor weather conditions and will update you as they develop. Thank you. Madam President, the university community is assembled for commencement. I would like to introduce Dr. Marvin Luschke, the 13th president of Towson University.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you to the 149th commencement in the proud history of Towson University. Today, it is our joy to celebrate you as our newest graduates and your significant academic achievements. It has been such a pleasure to guide and mentor and watch you in your entire transformation here. So to begin our program, I asked everyone to please stand for the national anthem. We will be led in singing by Ms. Catherine Crow, who will receive a Master of Music degree tomorrow afternoon. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
My goodness, how wonderful. Everyone may please be seated. Graduates, I would like you to take your minds back for just a moment to your first day here on campus. Perhaps you were looking for a place to park. Perhaps you were moving into the residence hall, bringing in all that stuff to put in your room. If you can remember anything about one of your first classes and how you felt about going to your first college class, if you could let for just a second different faculty and staff members pass by your mind, people who've inspired you, people that you want to be like. And if you could remember all of the friends you didn't have yet, all of the friends you have made here that on that day you did not know. Towson will forever be now a part of your heart and your memory. At this time, I would like to pause for a moment of silence in honor of the faculty, staff, and students who have passed away during this year. The faculty and staff are Al Avery, Karen Duggar, Wolfgang Fuchs, Sam Holden, and Thomas McDermott. The students are Travis Blair, Jason Mastroianni, and Charles Schuler. A moment of silence, please. I'd also like to recognize our graduating veterans wearing green honor cords and members of our armed forces, the men and women on active duty and those in reserve units. We'd like to recognize the graduates of the Army Reserve Officers Training Corps who will soon begin their service in the active Army, Army Reserves, or Maryland Army National Guard. And today, we would also like to honor all of the veterans in our audience. Please, everyone stand, all of our veterans. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Timothy Chandler, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Chandler.
Thank you, Madam President. The flags on display represent several of the countries of our 99 international students graduating from Towson this spring. We are pleased to have 670 international students representing 73 nations as part of our Towson family. As you can see, an education at Towson University not only serves our region and the state of Maryland, but also reaches across the nation and around the globe. In addition to the international flags displayed today, you'll notice a number of graduates, faculty, and staff wearing black and gold pins signifying their support of the Tiger Commencement Pledge. This pledge is a voluntary commitment to become more active in their communities and to work for positive social change in social and environmental conditions. We applaud these efforts by our graduates, faculty, and staff. I now call upon Ms. Charlotte Ridgway, graduating President of the Student Government Association, to introduce representatives from the university's various boards. Charlotte.
Provost Chandler, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we are pleased to have with us a member of the University Board of Visitors, Ms. Constance Unseld, who will bring congratulations and greetings on behalf of the board. The Board of Visitors is a group of professionals who advise and guide the president. Ms. Constance Unseld, a Towson alum, is president of Unseld's Development Center for Children. She worked in Baltimore City School before pursuing her dream of opening the Unseld School in 1978, a daycare that has since expanded to 8th grade. She has served with the Maryland Society for Sight, Maryland State Council on Cancer Control, and the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. She earned her bachelor's degree from University of Louisville and master's in education from Towson University. Please welcome Ms. Constance Unseld.
Thank you, Charlotte, for the introduction. Good afternoon, President Lusky, Provost Chandler, distinguished guests, honored faculty, family, friends, and graduates. On behalf of the President's Advisory Group, the Board of Visitors, I bring you greetings and congratulations on this significant accomplishment. It is our pleasure and our pride to see you graduate today as you become part of a prestigious legacy of scholarship, personal excellence, and public service. Before today, you may have thought of the Board of Visitors as people who have incredible stories of success that share their expertise with the President. But in fact, the diverse backgrounds and experiences of the board membership are what make us valuable advisors to the President. Our board is comprised of an architect, a professional dancer, student, a faculty member, educators, community leaders, and several business executives. With all of those differences, we are all identical in one way. That is our passion and our commitment to advance this university. Graduates, each of you hold within you a unique story of success. Your story may have a humble beginning, a stroke of luck. There might even be adversity there, or your story may still be in the making. No matter, your story in all of its twists and turns, whatever they are, never underestimate its potential to inspire, to help others. So as Towson graduates, when you are called upon to share your leadership and your expertise in any capacity, embrace the opportunity to serve, but also be prepared to learn. Whether you view today as a milestone or a capstone in your educational journey, it is indisputable that significantly more opportunities now lie ahead of you. As Towson graduates, you now hold an important responsibility to be good stewards of your education and to use it to make a difference in the world. On behalf of the Board of Visitors, I once again offer you our sincerest congratulations. Whatever life takes you, wherever you go, continue to seek out opportunities to lead, serve, and learn. Congratulations. This is an awesome day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Unseld. We are also fortunate this afternoon to welcome Mr. Keith Iwancio, Vice President of Towson University's Alumni Association, who will bring words of welcome and congratulations to our new graduates. Please welcome Mr. Iwancio.
Thank you, Charlotte, and good afternoon to all the members of the class of 2014 and your guests. As Vice President of the Executive Committee for the Alumni Association Board of Directors, a proud member of the class of 1994, and a 2007 graduate of the Human Resource Development Master's Track program from the College of Liberal Arts, I am honored to be here today to represent the more than 139,000 alumni who have graduated from this remarkable institution. Each of these alumni has their own story to tell of the success that they have achieved as a result of their education here at Towson. My own story would not have been possible had it not been for the education, experiences, and connections that I made here at Towson. You too will have a great story to tell, one that you will be proud to share with future generations of Towson graduates. Your story actually starts today as you join 2,805 graduates that make up the class of 2014. This week, 2,376 of you are receiving a bachelor's degree, 418 of you are receiving a master's degree or certificate, and 11 of you are receiving a doctoral degree from Towson University. Your class is 66% female and 34% male. I know the males are happy about that. The average age of undergraduate students in this year's graduating class is 23, and of graduate students is 31. The youngest graduate in the class of 2014 is Hannah Frand, who is receiving a bachelor's degree in mathematics at the age of 18. Congratulations. And my spies tell me that actually our most seasoned graduate is actually in the audience with us today. So when I call his name, if he could just stand up, we would all like to just take a moment to recognize you. And that's Mr. Robert Fellerath, who at the age of 67 is receiving his master's degree in professional writing. Congratulations. Where are you? Congratulations again to both of you. The class of 2014 actually represents 22 out of our 50 states, with New York and New Jersey having the largest number of graduates outside of the state of Maryland. Now, just for the record, 123 of you are from New York, but 215 of you are actually from New Jersey. And 8 of you graduating this week are actually the sole representatives from your home state. For those of you who may be receiving your master's degree today, we know that 27% of you, just like me, also received your bachelor's degree from Towson. So a second congratulations to all of you. We also know that this class was very engaged and very involved, as a majority of current seniors and graduate students participated in either an internship or an experiential learning experience this past semester alone. Additionally, members of this graduating class were involved in intercollegiate athletics and a variety of co-curricular activities. All of this while maintaining an average class GPA of 3.49. Well done to all of you. We also know that most of you will stay right here in the state of Maryland because, on average, 73% of Towson alumni call Maryland home. Although our alumni live in every state across the country and 82 additional countries. Perhaps you will join the roughly 5,800 alumni who marry a fellow Towson alumni, or that you may become one of the almost 1,000 alumni who come back to their alma mater in either a faculty or staff position. Today, all of you become the newest faces of the Towson University Alumni Association. We are educators, doctors, actors, lawyers, business leaders, community analysts, scientists, politicians, healthcare providers, human resources managers, and much more. Towson University live in every state, from California to New York and New Jersey, and 82 countries, from China to France and everywhere in between. As alumni, we feel that it is our responsibility to give back so that the next generation of students here will have the same opportunities and experiences that we had. So remember, as you walk out of these doors today, that although your time here at Towson may be over, you will always be a part of the Towson University family. The Alumni Association will help you stay connected, and we look forward to hearing about your many accomplishments and successes. As a symbol to welcome you to the Alumni Association, as you're exiting the CQ Center this afternoon, members of the Alumni Association Board of Directors will be presenting each graduate with a spruce tree seedling. Please plant this tree in a spot so that every time you see it and watch it grow, it will help each of you remember your Towson University roots. On behalf of the thousands of alumni who have preceded you, it is my privilege to congratulate each and every one of you on your outstanding achievements. The rest of your story is yet to be written. In the months and years ahead, please be sure to share your story as you make your very special mark as a Towson University alumnus. Congratulations again on this very special day. Thank you all. Thank you. Now, if I could just ask all grandparents and parents of our graduates who may be in the audience to please take a moment and stand for us. We'd like to recognize each and every one of you. And now if I could just ask all Towson University alumni to stand so we can recognize all of you. Thank you. We thank all of you, our parents, grandparents, all the members of our alumni in the audience today, for all of your continued loyalty and support to the university. Now, Ms. Charlotte Ridgway will introduce our first student speaker.
Thank you, Keith. So last year in student government, I had each member decorate a postcard saying what they wanted to do before they died. Sort of like Buried Life meets Post Secret. So people used magazine cutouts and colors, and this one person wrote, "Leave a mark," and scribbled a blob on the note card with pen. No name, that was it. I couldn't tell if they put the least amount of effort into this or the most. This person clearly did this in 3 seconds with the closest writing utensil nearest them. But this is the one I saved. This is what stuck with me. Now, I'm not using this as a metaphor, saying that you'll be recognized for the things that you put the least amount of effort into, although I'm sure many of you would agree that's how your gen eds went. I'm saying you'll be remembered for the mark that you left. If you think you just went 4 years without doing this, you're probably wrong, but that's okay. You still have time. And I know you'll forget the majority of what is said today. Just remember that whether you joined the Peace Corps, became the best dancer on Dickie's wall, or rocked out on guitar like that ginger Afro kid who is not related to me, you became someone and left a legacy. Be you, be true, and stay beautiful. Now, Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce Ivana Jukic, who's graduating today with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in International Studies and Political Science. Next year, Ivana will be attending the Elliott School of International Affairs at the George Washington University, where she will pursue a Master's of Arts degree in International Affairs. Please welcome Ms. Ivana Jukic. Thank you, Charlotte Ridgway, graduating president of the SGA, for that introduction. Good afternoon, President Lusky, distinguished guests, honored faculty, family, and fellow graduates. My journey began in a small city called Zenica in former Yugoslavia. Like many children, I was the product of a mixed marriage. My dad is Serbian, my mom Croatian, both from Bosnia and Herzegovina. We lived for years near neighbors and friends of different ethnicities, but that never mattered. We were all Yugoslavian. Everything changed in 1992. Shortly after the Civil War broke out, Zenica was seized by a paramilitary group. Snipers and explosions became a part of our everyday lives. People disappeared, never to be heard from again. By 1993, things had become so dangerous that my mom and I were forced to leave. Although we did not know it at the time, the two of us took the last bus out of Zenica before all the bus routes were shut down. I was 9 months old. Separated from my dad, we found temporary shelter in a Swedish refugee camp. Finally, in 1994, we were reunited with my dad. When my parents' application to United Nations Refugee Resettlement Program was accepted in 1997, we moved to the United States. Leaving with just a few suitcases, we said goodbye to everyone and everything we loved. I remember being at the airport, watching my grandma cry, and not fully comprehending that we were leaving forever. My first couple of years in Maryland seemed like an exciting adventure. Looking back, I now see that my parents simply did a remarkable job of making sure I was not aware of how hard life was for us. The one thing I discovered as soon as we arrived was the importance of learning English. When I was approached on the playground by a couple of girls, I could not understand what they were asking me. They just started laughing and pointing at me. I ran inside, cried, and I promised myself that that would never happen again. I would learn to speak English and prove that even though I'm from a country many people have not heard of, I am still smart. Growing up, coming to Towson University and becoming part of the Towson community never completely took away the longing to be back with my family and friends in the former Yugoslavia. No matter how many friends I make here and how much I value the education and opportunities I have, I feel as though I live in two worlds. Last summer, I returned to Serbia and Croatia for a few weeks. Every night, I sat up for hours with my aunts and cousins, talking and laughing, catching up on life. Living in two worlds and two cultures has not always been easy, but I was motivated. I patiently worked my way through ESOL, English for speakers of other languages. Today, many people say they would never guess that English is not my first language. My majors, international studies and political science, also reflect my personal history. I am passionate about the world and deeply interested in the effects that conflicts in countries have on individuals, families, and especially children. I am grateful to have taken courses here with professors who are always willing to answer my endless questions and who push me to achieve things that I did not think were possible, including writing an 80-page international policy paper. It was the product of many sleepless nights, but it taught me one of the most important lessons I learned in the College of Liberal Arts. Challenges are endless, but we have choices. We can let challenges overwhelm us, or we can take another breath and tackle them head on. Despite my best efforts, countless research projects, and lengthy political science papers, I still do not understand the conflict that occurred in the former Yugoslavia that forced us to leave. The journey that began in Zenica in 1993, when I was just 9 months old, brought me here to stand in front of you today as we celebrate our academic success. Although I cannot change the past, I am determined to use it to motivate and challenge myself. As I continue on to graduate study at the Elliott School at George Washington University, I plan to pursue a career in an international humanitarian aid agency in order to help refugee children who are victims of war, just like I was so many years ago. My scars, though healing, are important reminders that the past can motivate us to work toward making the future better for others. We all have scars of some kind. We must remember that scars do not represent weakness. On the contrary, they are symbols of our strength. As graduates of the College of Liberal Arts, we leave here today to pursue our dreams. As we do, remember the words of author Harold Kushner. Forces beyond your control can take away everything you possess except one thing: your freedom to choose how you will respond to the situation. I hope that my story will convince you not to be afraid of scars. Let them motivate you as mine have motivated me. We can be very proud of our accomplishments today, but our journey does not end here. We take the best of our liberal arts education with us. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2014.
Thank you, Ms. Jukic. Good afternoon. I am Zach Miklos, Vice President of the Graduate Student Association. Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our graduate student speaker, Ms. Renee Mitchell, who is graduating today with a Master of Arts degree in Clinical Psychology. Please welcome Renee Mitchell.
Thank you, Zach Miklos, Vice President of the GSA, for that introduction. Good afternoon, President Lusky, distinguished guests, honored faculty, family, and fellow graduates. I was 12 when my mom signed me up for a 3-week summer camp in Southern Maryland. Fuzzy on the details, as most 12-year-olds are, I knew my first sleepaway camp would be on a college campus, and I also knew I would be taking college-level Latin, my first foreign language. Needless to say, the idea of this new experience was daunting. Nevertheless, I arrived on campus, said goodbye to my mother, and I dove headfirst into the pseudo-college experience. I encountered residence hall team building exercises, quad sports and activities, as well as a Latin class 3 times a day. My initial trepidation slowly gave way to confidence as I moved through the 3 weeks of camp. I wrestled with the course material supported by enthusiastic professors and made friends with campers who are equally passionate about learning. That first summer camp experience is on my mind as I stand before you today. I was that 12-year-old girl again when 2 years ago I enrolled in the Clinical Psychology Master's program in the College of Liberal Arts. It was unclear to me both what this new experience would bring and whether or not I would succeed. I was, however, willing to jump in with both feet. I am happy to say that things have turned out well. I came to know the small cohort of exceptionally bright students traveling with me on this journey. They were as passionate as I was and equally committing to helping others through psychological science. The program pushed us beyond our personal limits. We were required not only to work exceptionally hard, but to trust that we were capable of succeeding in this new environment. I am very proud to say that we have made it. I first chose to pursue a career in psychology because I understood that all people are capable of experiencing thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that can put a person at odds with themselves, with others, and with society as a whole. I wanted to understand what characterizes these abnormal experiences and how psychologists can help those who experience them. I was compelled to pursue a graduate degree so that I could help to learn those with mental illness, both to manage the symptoms of their disorders and to overcome the stigma and prejudice against them. The Clinical Psychology graduate program allowed me to explore these interests at the intersection of psychology and social justice. The flexibility built into the program by Dr. Elizabeth Katz provided me with the opportunity to create a unique internship experience in which I combined my clinical and research interests with programs at the University of Maryland and Johns Hopkins Hospital psychiatry departments. My individual and collaborative lab work with my advisor, Dr. Paz Galupo, created avenues for research and teaching opportunities outside of the classroom, including poster presentations at annual conferences for the Association for Psychological Science in Washington, D.C., and the National Association for Women in Psychology in Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Galupo's mentorship has been invaluable to the success I have experienced during my time here, and it is with her encouragement that I plan to continue my graduate studies by pursuing a doctoral degree in clinical psychology. I have no doubts that I will become that 12-year-old girl again when I arrive on campus on the first day of my doctoral program, and throughout my life as I encounter new experiences and challenges. Happily, that girl has made it thus far, and I know that she will continue to succeed. There is, after all, a deep personal growth that occurs when we face challenging situations head-on. We all have that 12-year-old person within us who comes to new situations with a degree of uncertainty and even trepidation. And we are all here today because we have faced challenges and succeeded in our endeavors. As Georgia O'Keeffe once said, "I've been absolutely terrified every moment of my life, and I never let it keep me from doing a single thing that I wanted to do." I know her words will guide me through my life, and I hope they will do the same for you. Congratulations to the class of 2014.
Thank you, Ms. Mitchell. Today, Towson University is proud to present the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters to an individual whose service has resulted in significant contributions to higher education, the community, to his or her field of endeavor, or to society in general. And it is with great pleasure that I introduce the recipient of our 2014 honorary degree, Chief Judge Mary Ellen Barbera. I now ask Dr. Gary Rubin, Vice President of University Advancement, to escort the Honorable Judge Barbera to the center podium, please. Mary Ellen Barbera, Chief Judge of the Maryland Court of Appeals, is the first woman to head Maryland's highest court. She served as judge, yes indeed. She served as judge on that court, representing the 7th Appellate Judicial Circuit Court in Montgomery County for nearly 5 years before accepting Governor Martin O'Malley's appointment as Chief Judge in 2013. A Baltimore native who earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Towson in 1975, Judge Barbera traces her career in public service to her 8 years as a public school teacher at Patapsco Elementary School in the city's Cherry Hill neighborhood. In the classroom, she said she learned firsthand that most laws are not abstractions, but rules whose application influences real people. She pursued her law degree at night while continuing to teach full-time. After graduating from the University of Maryland School of Law and being admitted to the Maryland Bar, she launched her career as an Assistant Attorney General, rising through the ranks and serving as Deputy Chief of the Criminal Appeals Division. She also served as Chief Legal Counsel to the former Governor Paris N. Glendenning. In 2002, she became Judge of the Court of Special Appeals, and she authored dozens of published opinions for the court, served on Judicial Ethics Committee, and chaired the Criminal Law and Procedure Committee of the Maryland Judicial Conference. She returned to teaching in adjunct positions at the American University Washington College of Law and the University of Baltimore School of Law. In 1998, the University of Baltimore School of Law honored her with an award for outstanding teaching. Judge Barbera has been widely recognized for her leadership and commitment to public service. The Daily Record gave her the Maryland Leadership in Law Award in 2007, and in 2008 recognized her as one of Maryland's top 100 women. The Women's Bar Association awarded her the Rita C. Davidson Award in 2011, and the Maryland State Bar Association awarded her the Advancement of Professional Competence Award in 2012. Won't you please join me in recognizing a proud Towson alumna, Chief Justice Mary Ellen Barbera.
It is my great privilege to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Dr. Mary Ellen Barbera.
Thank you, Dr. Chandler, for that wonderful introduction, and thank you, President Lusky, Dr. Rubin, and the Board of Regents for this truly extraordinary honor. I am so pleased to be here today with all of you, our graduates, their families, their friends, the inestimable faculty and staff of Towson University, to celebrate the tremendous accomplishment of graduating from the College of Liberal Arts at Towson University. I understand that your homecoming was in October, but today, as you have heard, marks a sort of homecoming for me. As you have learned, Towson is my alma mater, and I am so proud to be an alma of this university. Although it was called Towson State University when I graduated from the Teachers College in 1975. More than just the name of the university has changed since I matriculated, and I have been pleased to see how the school has grown enormously over the years. It is an immense honor to receive this degree from the same institution I attended years ago. The true pleasure, however, I must say, is the opportunity to be with you and your families and friends, all of whom I expect are so proud as you mark this milestone in your lives. As a graduate, you will no doubt receive excellent advice from many wise people who have enjoyed interesting, rewarding careers in different fields. I have worked in 2 different fields myself, as you've heard. On the day of my graduation from Towson, I planned to work as a school teacher, which I did, south of here in Baltimore City for 8 years. At that time, on my graduation day, I had no expectation that I would become a lawyer, much less Chief Judge of the Court of Appeals, our state Supreme Court. You may have post-graduation plans, as I did. You may not. You may have career goals you envision achieving soon, or perhaps years down the road. Or you may be concerned because you are not quite sure just yet of what you wish to do. Whatever your situation, I would suggest that you might find inspiration, as I did, in public service. Through the unexpected turns my career has taken, I have always found motivation and fulfillment, ladies and gentlemen, in serving the people of Maryland. I would venture to guess that many of the people you admire, physicians, politicians, certainly your professors here at Towson, feel the same. When we work in service to others, we live up to our highest ideals, and we show gratitude for our own good fortune. You have been privileged to attend one of the fine institutions that make up the University System of Maryland, and I know you have received here a superior education. I am sure, ladies and gentlemen, you are keenly aware that not everyone gets this opportunity. So, use the power of your diploma for some broader purpose, and you will never be without ambition or direction. I speak frequently to groups of lawyers, encouraging them to devote time to pro bono publico work, meaning simply work, quote, for the public good. For the most part, however, the attorneys with whom I speak are older than those of you graduating here today. They have already charted a professional course. Often, they must fit pro bono, for the public good, work around their existing responsibilities. What is so inspiring to me about being here today is the fact that so many of you are at the beginning of your careers, when you have the chance to set your priorities. As you depart on this journey, I urge you to let public service be your compass, or, to speak in terms more suited to my audience, your GPS navigation system. It will not fail you. I leave you with that advice. My thanks for the invitation to join you here today, and my heartiest congratulations to the class of 2014. Congratulations to every one of you.
Dr. Barbera, thank you so much. Commencement is one of the happiest days of year on our campus. We celebrate first and foremost the graduates of whom we all are so proud. But there are many here today who share in their accomplishments. There is, in particular, one very special group whose contributions deserve full recognition. We have one of the finest graduation classes in Maryland because we have one of the finest faculty assembled anywhere. Will the faculty of the university please rise? Also joining us on stage today are leaders of the university, those responsible for facilitating our academic and student programs, and who, through their dedication and expertise, enable the success of our students. You do not see them each day as you do faculty and staff, but I can assure you that they are truly dedicated to your success. I ask that these individuals please rise and remain standing as I introduce you. The Vice Presidents of the University and the Director of Athletics, the Dean and the Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, the Dean of the University Libraries, members of the Board of Regents, the Board of Visitors, the Alumni Association, the University Senate, the American Association of University Professors, the Towson University Staff Council, and members of both the Student Government Association and the Graduate Student Association. Please join me in a round of applause to show our appreciation for their leadership. We would also like to thank the faculty members who are serving as faculty marshals, student marshals, and readers for this ceremony. In addition to the faculty, there are over 100 people who have worked to put this ceremony together, including the Commencement Committee, the University Store, Auxiliary Services, Facilities Personnel, Police, Event Staff, and so many others, including our gracious volunteers. Please join me as we recognize those who have made this great ceremony possible. Now, graduates, you've had a lot of support on this journey. So first, will the mothers and fathers of our graduates please rise and remain standing? Would the brothers and sisters, spouses, significant others, sons and daughters of the graduates also rise and remain standing? And we're just getting started. Would the grandparents, great-grandparents, and grandchildren of the graduates please rise and also remain standing? And finally, would the aunts, uncles, friends, and all others who've helped make this day possible and are here to share in this very special moment, please rise. Okay, graduates, please rise, face your families, and give them the ovation they so richly deserve. Thank you all for being so supportive of our graduates. Please, won't you be seated? The seventh inning stretch is over. Before the most important part of the ceremony begins, I do have an announcement concerning the order of the procession. So that each of you may find your particular graduate in the procession, graduates will come forward alphabetically. If you could please limit your applause, shouts, hollers, and hoodoos for your graduates out of respect to the graduate immediately following yours, it would be deeply appreciated. Thank you. So, will the candidates for master's degrees, post-baccalaureate certificates, and certificates of advanced study from the College of Liberal Arts please stand up? Madam President, on recommendation of the faculty, I have the distinct honor to present those students who meet all requirements for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, post-baccalaureate certificates, or certificates of advanced study.
By the authority vested in me by the University System of Maryland Board of Regents and the State of Maryland, I confer upon you the recommended degrees with all of the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, as you approach the stage, please follow the directions of the marshals. Once on stage, you'll shake hands with your college dean or the dean of graduate studies to receive your alumni gift and congratulations. You will then exit the center stairs and be directed back to your seat by the faculty marshal.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Paul Monroe, Associate Professor of the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Criminal Justice. It is my pleasure to introduce the students receiving a graduate degree, post-baccalaureate certificate, or certificate of advanced study from the College of Liberal Arts. Congratulating the graduates with me will be Dr. Terry Cooney, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Janet Delaney, Dean of Graduate Studies. Introducing the graduates with me is Dr. Virginia Thompson, Associate Professor from the Department of Geography and Environmental Planning. Sherry Lynn Dudley Nickerson.
Zachary Miklos.
Leili Se Aklilu.
Adewumi Mojoyinande Akinola.
Daniel Power Bayless.
Brittany Charnel Alford.
Brittany Lauren Brewer.
Jamie Lynn Bowden.
Kimberly Dawn Case.
Renee Constance Mitchell.
Benjamin Alejandro Chafe.
Corey Joan Bulkley.
Casey Lynn Cooper.
Angela L. Castillo Epps.
Kyle Schuyler Davis.
Kayla Louise Chilvers.
Margaret Frances Delani.
Elizabeth Henderson Cush.
Justin Dugo de Prima.
Rebecca Elizabeth Dawson.
Christina May Downs.
Justin DeLeese.
Kate Burnett Duncan.
Justina Francis DiCarlo.
Robert Joseph Fellerath.
Caitlin Eileen Duda.
Megan Kathleen Franey.
Colleen Nicole Abel.
Travis Lincoln Geisler.
Kelly Lynn Foster.
Beth Candace Havelock.
Cecile Allison Gadsden.
Olivia Q. Ignacio.
Matthew Peter Halstead.
William Congreve Jackson IV.
Adam Joshua Jackson.
Jessica Ann Kraska.
Frank Barry Hill.
Luciana Ramos Lavorato.
Nashika Dawn Knight.
Carissa Dawn Mayer.
Thomas Andrew Crispin.
Ariel Jasmine Montague.
Kayla Catherine Long.
Anthony Morgan Jr.
Kelly Merkel.
Emily Catherine Raffesberger.
Jessica Elaine Moore.
Julia Ruggles Rogers.
Martin Gethinji Ndegwa.
Iona Diane Scully.
Daliana Rivera.
Latoya Chantel Tisdale.
Roshan Sarieva.
Sun Wang.
Sim Sif.
Erica Denise Wiley.
Ayana Leah Wallace.
Judith Young Espute.
Philip Zoller White.
Madam President, this concludes
No.
those individuals. Oh, pardon me. This doesn't conclude anybody.
I got people over here.
Sorry.
Jennifer Lee Wilson. And Brianna Ayala Zenemiraski.
Madam President, this concludes those individuals receiving graduate degrees, post-baccalaureate certificates, and certificates of advanced study from the College of Liberal Arts.
The Honors College at Towson University provides an enhanced undergraduate experience for over 800 talented and high-achieving students. Honors students are encouraged to seek academic excellence and leadership opportunities that go beyond the traditional college experiences. Students graduating from the Honors College must complete 24 units of required honors coursework, including interdisciplinary seminars and projects. Can I please ask that students graduating from the Honors College please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Additionally, Latin honors will be awarded to the top 10% of each college and were based on students' last 60 credits at Towson University. This includes grades earned during the current spring 2014 term, and these honors will appear on your transcripts and diplomas. Now, will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts please stand? Madam President, on recommendation of the faculty, I have the great honor to present those students who meet all requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the University System of Maryland Board of Regents and the State of Maryland, I confer upon you the recommended degrees with all of the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, I know you've been watching carefully, but please follow the directions of the marshals. Once on stage, you will shake hands with the college dean or associate dean to receive your alumni gift and congratulations. You'll then exit the center stairs and be directed back to your seat by your marshal.
It is now my privilege to introduce those individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts. Congratulating the graduates along with me will be Dr. Terry Cooney, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Arena Makarushka, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Charlotte Ross Ridgway.
Christopher Bates Acker.
Kristen Elizabeth Adams.
Monique Sheree Adams.
Lauren Elizabeth Dodson.
Samson Shijuade Ademeluyi.
Oluwatoyin Miriam Agabdesan.
Gabrielle Eleni Handwerk.
Emmanuel Gabriesas Ikata.
Madeline Georgievich.
Brittany Nicole Albach.
Ivana Jukic.
Max Ross Alkus.
Obiora Ajukwu.
Catherine E. Allen.
Amanda Carolyn Albright.
Ryan Brett Allen.
Ashley Elizabeth Allen.
Mamie Adobia Amoya. Sorry about that. Mame Adobia Amoya.
Richard John Allen.
Zachary Ryan Andrews.
Haley Melissa Amini.
Hila Arbel.
Akusua Nifa Amponsa.
Cherish Elizabeth Ardinger.
Ioana Aprodu.
Natalie Elaine Armstrong.
Zakira Archibald.
Carson Elizabeth Aufmuth.
Ty Lynn Babylonia.
David Michael Bannock.
Thevika Pooja Bukshi.
Julia Scott Barmby.
Christopher Paul Are.
Maria Angelica Basuino.
Casey Lane Barker.
Emily Ann Bauman.
Holly Carol Bassler.
Ryan Douglas Bean.
Jill Elizabeth Bateson.
Lindsay Taylor Bear.
David Lawrence Beal, Jr.
Patrick Leroy Benjamin II.
Jessica Ann Beer.
Heather Ann Benson.
Marjorie Rose Beltran.
Erica Shanice Berry.
Franklin Hunter Bennett.
Brea Angelina Best.
Erica Lee Berquist.
Nicholas John Betano,
Carrie Lynn Beswick,
Elizabeth Suzanne Bine,
Matthew Russell Byer,
Tiana Bittner,
Amani Mohammed Bissell,
Alexander Donald Blake,
Abigail Elaine Blackburn,
Amy Bronwyn Bloom,
Jessie Helen Blum,
Luke Andrew Boardman,
Tyler Kendall Bloom,
Chelsea Christine Bope,
Eric Pickering Borman,
Amanda Nicole Bowersox,
Laura Rachel Boodman,
Brandon Lee Brailsford,
James Matthew Brady,
Marie Frances Bramer,
David Charles Brandon II,
Kyle Thomas Brickhouse,
Patrick Michael Brennan,
Desiree Alexandria Brown,
Sarah Ann Brown,
Caitlin Elizabeth Buchanan,
Barrent West Brune,
Michael Anthony Burwell,
Caitlin Alexandria Burton,
Benjamin James Caffey,
Lynn Bustamante,
Deanna Therese Carbone,
David Alejandro Callis Smith,
Julia Gray Carlson,
Kimberly Carolan Carbone,
Erica Marie Cavan,
Brooke Nicole Carey,
Sarah Lindsay Chapman,
George Maxwell Carey,
Allison Catherine Cheadle,
Raul Medina Ceballos,
Yvonne Alejandra Chinchilla Laurenti,
Anna Ridgely Chattard,
Peter Alden Crow,
Noel Sems Chesser,
Hannah Cho,
Lindsay Catherine Chiverall,
Teresa Marie Clomax,
David Michael Christopher,
Lindsay Nicole Coachman,
Glenda Renee Clulo,
Jeremy Michael Cohen,
Lindsay Ann Cochran,
Alexander Blake Coleman,
Jonathan Seth Kahn,
Allison Lindsay Conover,
Sarah Jean Conkle,
Christopher Daniel Costantino,
Connor Lee Corcoran,
Lauren Leslie Cowing,
Caitlin Marie Coyle,
Carlise Marie Cremonese,
Emily Ann Crane,
Christine Megan Kroner,
Jeffrey Allen Crocker,
Jessica Cruz,
Kyle William Crum,
Andrew Paxton Currens,
Ashlyn Murad Cunningham,
Julia Mae Dacey,
Ruth Marie Cutler,
Benicia Elizabeth Dawson,
Tashima Sharmil Davis,
Mackenzie Ray Decker,
Emily Elizabeth Day,
Samantha Marie Denny,
Leah Aline Demirjian,
Sarah Bethany Devers,
Megan Nicole Duchesne,
Nicole Margaret DiCarlo,
Tara Donraj,
Drew Alexander Dillon,
Wendy Diaz,
Bridget Doherty,
Markeisha Marie Dobson,
Rebecca Elizabeth Dorman,
Jeffrey Mitchell Dolan,
Vincent Rosario Drago,
Priscilla Veronica Pearl Doster,
Bailey Catherine Ann Drum,
Diane Dreesen Van Ass,
Kyla Janelle Duhart,
Michael Thomas Drury,
Carolyn Eileen Dye,
Emily Natalia Dunn,
Rebecca Hamida Abrahimpur, sorry.
Amy Marie Ernstberger,
Jennifer Ikea Evans,
Lakeisha Bernitha Irvin,
Cindy Patricia Escura,
Bolanle Fanilula,
Kara Kelly Felin,
Brianna Celine Fatigate,
Kristen Lee Fields,
Kelly Lynn Gabinelli,
Suzanne Marie Ventrilis,
Lindsay Taylor Feingold,
Jessica Michelle Fly,
Michelle Erica Flax,
Alexander Simplicio Fontes,
Kayla Maria Ferdiani,
Jordan Nicole Foti,
Emma Gage File,
Kaylin Nicole Frazier,
Nia O. Fleming,
Susan Kasewa Frimpong,
Bridget Ann Foley,
Jessica Lynn Fry,
Lauren Nicole Foster,
Caitlin Ann Furman,
Megan Catherine Frank,
Lucas Pierre Gabriel,
Samantha Jean Frankel,
Karen Lisette Gamez,
Joseph Robert Aaron Fruth,
Karen Nadine Gazarowski,
Andrew A. Fulginiti,
Marnice Kiara Gales,
Sarah Rose Gallagher,
Reen Gafurian, Ariane Reen Gafurian,
Caitlin Elaine Gardner,
Anastasia Marie Giordana,
Matthew Gerald Gay,
Gina Andrea Glace,
Giovanna Caterina Genovese,
Sharita Starr Glover,
Ariel Carmela Gigante,
Robert Francis Gordon III,
Rebecca Corrine Gismondi,
Alice Sherrill Grant,
Shadea Lisa Gladden,
Aaron Mallory Greenberg,
Vanessa Renee Gonlin,
Samantha Christine Greco,
Maya Nicole Graham,
Candace Lisa Joy Griffin,
Andrew Raymond Gray,
Dean Michael Guerre,
Catherine Marie Grew,
Joseph Howard Gunneman,
Angelica Dorsey Griffin,
Rachel Nicole Haley.
Lauren Elizabeth Gruby.
Emily Michelle Halpern.
Jenna Marie Guisti.
Sarah Elizabeth Hancock.
Lauren Elizabeth Haynes.
Casey Ann Harrigan.
Andrew William Hallman.
William Earl Hartlove IV.
Erin Marie Harkleroad.
Shantae Monique Henderson.
Joshua Martez Harrison.
Nicole Lynn Herbert.
Marietta Janelle Haywood.
Wayne Nicholas Hicks.
Barbara Ann Henschel.
Shelby Christiana Hillers.
Louis Donald Hying.
Allison Jude Gallagher.
Vanessa Stephanie Hildebrand.
Alexandra Louise Huffman.
Lily Susan Hilferty.
Sanka Xuan Huang.
Nicole Renee Hendrickson.
Samantha Malloy Hoffman.
Maya Bree Hinton.
Sarah Charlotte Hogue.
Joseph Edward Hodge.
Rhiannon Marie Holcomb.
Victoria Noel Hogan.
Andrew Michael Honeycutt.
Peter James Holback.
Imani Lachey Hopewell.
Felicia Maria Holland.
Kathleen Alay Howes.
Caitlin Marie Holly.
Henry Chungi Hummel.
Ashley Denise Hairston.
Hillary Taryn Irvin.
Paul Edward Hoover.
Cecilia Elise Jackson.
Danielle Angela Howell.
Mark Frederick Yeager.
Ryan Michael Hughes.
Nicole Marie Jakubowski.
Wanda Elaine Ingoya.
Coral Marie Jett.
John Dale Ivy.
Kayana Sharon Johnson.
Beth Ann Jacobs.
Vanessa Lauren Johnson.
Jessica Leanne Jaffe.
Brittany Taylor Jones.
Hannah Kimberly Jefferson.
Claudia Elizabeth Jones.
Justin Lewis Johnson.
Tone Lene Jones.
Mary Estelle Johnson.
Kyle E. Casella.
Ryan Edward Johnson Farrell Jr.
Jessica Dawn Kane.
Christopher William Jones.
Melissa Brooke Canterman.
Christopher DeAndre Jones.
Brittany Alexa Kazak.
Minjung Jung.
Arlene Cower.
Thomas Joseph Kaiser.
Michael Brian Keenan.
Megan Nicole Kane.
Ruby Patricia Kelly.
Aaron Michelle Carnback.
Kelly Ann Keys.
Mara Elizabeth Katona.
Kevin Michael Kitty.
Paul Michael Carney.
Michael Stephen Kimbugwe.
Sarah Elizabeth Keller.
Melanie Alicia Kirk.
Sarah Renee Keneally.
Andrew James Napick.
Fatima Sugra Khan.
Becky Eliza Knopf.
Lindsay Boyon Kim.
Jesse Ryan Corpish.
Octavia Michelle King.
Sarah Elizabeth Kuneski.
Brian Joseph Kistner.
Paul Anthony Cowzan III.
Tessia Diana Knight.
Erica Haley Finn.
Madison Christina Kuntz.
Joshua David Kroc.
Tyler Jacob Corpus.
Dana Felice Kurzrock.
Evan Nolan Kowaleski.
Dorian Zartik Lanny.
Andrew Stephen Kreft.
Sasha Ariel Lazarau.
Gavin Doherty Kretz.
Rohan Anthony Leffers.
Kristen Ann Kukis.
Alexandra Annette Letarte.
Sarah Elizabeth LaCourte.
Christopher Colin Likes.
Amanda Noel Lawrence.
Edward Frank Lomash III.
Kendra Tanae Lee.
Vicky Natalie Lopez.
Joseph Michael Lease.
Carly Sarah Lowe.
Erica Penny Lewis.
Amanda Elizabeth Lubowski.
Christy Lee Lindsay.
Ashley Denise Luster.
Amanda Christine Lopez.
Jacqueline Denise Lynch. Cheers.
Chanel Nicole Love.
Courtney Renee Magliaro.
Michael Andrew Lloyd.
Jennifer Nicole Mayen.
Kelly Brianna Lukash.
Sandra Marielle Malanaski.
Alexandria Marie Luxon.
David Lucas Marin.
Carmen Renee Lysacker.
Medea Joy Marinick.
Susan Magora Kodzwa.
Nicolette Marnaris.
Christine Marie Mayatico.
Laura Louise Martin.
Gabrielle Marchicello.
Ashley Lauren Mastandrea.
Ryan Edward Marinella.
Carrie Elizabeth Mayhew.
Alexander Douglas Marion.
Brandy Lynette McCollum.
Vincent Angelo Martino.
Jacqueline Diane McCrudden.
Jason Antonio Moss.
Tanisha Nashe McTiller.
Andrew Callum McCaslin.
Christopher Victor Marin.
Allison Grace McConaughey.
Chris J. Meisel.
Shelby Renee McDaniel.
Diane Lynn Mello.
Chelsea Ashton Mealy.
Benjamin Alexander Mendelson. Happy birthday.
Maya Gresham Mehta.
Matthew Charles Metzger.
Ashley Natalie Melendez.
Ella Madeline Mickle Tyler.
David Allen Melton Jr.
Clayton Lee Miller.
Christiana San Nicolas Mendiola.
Leslie Ann Miles.
Vanessa Mercado.
Stefania Ambra Misul.
Brandon Scott Michael.
Molly Ann Mittel.
Sean Patrick Midzinski.
Jordan Valentina Montoya.
Carolyn Elizabeth Miklos.
Caitlin Taylor Mooring.
Rachel Minnis.
Susanna Elena Mullet,
Aaron M. Mitchell,
Rachel Sophia Musiani,
Alexandra Taylor Monk,
Madeline Ann Myers,
Morgan Bailey Motes,
Heath Lewis Naylor,
Ryan Muffey,
Matthew Robert Newton,
Jillian Noel Molyneux,
Shawnee Ambrosia Nicholas,
Daniel Leon Myers,
Sarah Elizabeth Norland,
Natalie Aaron Myers,
Brianna Marie Nunes,
Christopher Eric Knightsling,
Charisma Ijeoma Oparaugo,
Amy Heather Nicholas,
Joshua Robert Ostovitz,
Lauren Francis Nittinger,
Tyler Millicent Pajardo,
Samantha Marie Norris,
Alexander Kungyong Pan,
Catherine Elizabeth Nunes,
Emily Marie Patterson,
Brent Matthew Operhauser,
Ashley A. Pay,
Haley Joy Ostro,
Gisela Lisette Perez,
Thomas Michael Palmer,
Daniel Edwin Fannenstein,
Jennifer Denise Parkerson,
Alicia Ann Phelps,
Jessica Lee Patterson,
Jordan Allen Phillips,
Felicia Clarice Petticord,
and Jessica Piscopillo.
Alexandra Jamie Petrizo,
Caitlin Pulacek,
Matthew Brian Pfeiffer,
Asia Sandra Marie Powell,
Carly Ann Phillips,
Christina Lynn Prestiani,
Patrick Matthew Phillips,
John Campbell Prindeville, Jr.,
Rachel Catherine Plank,
Andrew David Baxter Protony,
Casey Marie Porterfield,
Michael William Quick,
Nathan Joseph Price,
Chelsea Jordan Rafaloff,
Vincenzo Procopio,
Caitlin Sarah Rao Ruiz,
Timothy Andrew Poulin,
Melissa Nicole Raymond,
Joseph Patrick Quinn Jr.,
Jessica Ashley Ray,
Matthew John Raines,
Shelby Grace Reichert,
Jennifer Michelle Ray,
Juliana Reyes,
Christina Marie Rayner,
Brandon Scott Ryder,
Lindsay Nicole Reich,
Jesse Lee Robertson,
Jennifer Brown Rada,
Xavier Caleb Robertson,
Tamiaka Treme Reinhardt,
Maria Catherine Rodriguez Sloan,
Emily Christine Riviello,
Casey Lynn Robinson,
Lauren Michelle Robertson,
Alicia Margarita Romero,
Zachary Allen Rockwell,
Trevor Warren Rose,
Lauren Michelle Rogers,
Joseph Timothy Ross, Jr.,
Jamal Wesley Rollins,
Melanie Jill Rowland,
Renee Roberto Romero,
Mark Anthony Russomano,
Brendan Patrick Ross.
Elizabeth Thomason Ryan.
Catherine Elizabeth Rowland.
Megan Marie Saperstein.
Shawnee Nicole Royster.
Emma Alyssa Schklauven.
Alina Nicole Rushing.
Courtney Lee Schneider.
Anna Rizik.
Erin Brittany Scruggs.
Jessie Maria Schaller.
Elena Marie Schley. Sure, of course.
Okay. Taylor Bree Stopper.
Okay. Janine Sageru.
Monet Scott.
Patrick Evan Seidel.
Natalie Wendy Seltzer.
Taylor Marie Savoca.
Shelby Lynn Seymour.
Victoria Lynn Spriggs.
Lisa Michelle Salins.
Benjamin James Siegel.
Ellen Michelle Spunt.
Courtney A. Sepict.
Charles Marvin Seifert III.
Carleanne Elizabeth Seri.
Audra Lynn Sakula.
Claire Supriya Shah.
Luke Anthony Surface.
Kaylee Ann Shaw.
Darshay Sessions.
George Clayton Shaw.
Nandita Shandilia.
Dory Lacey Shore.
Alexa Morgan Shapiro.
Ariel Page Silverman.
Gerard Vincent Shepard.
Elizabeth Rose Singer.
Jessica Aaron Short.
Mariah Rennell Smalls.
Michelle Karen Silverman.
Kristen Rose Smith.
Francesca May Singleton.
LaTraviette Antoinette Smith.
Kevin Antonio Smallwood.
Stephanie Nicole Smith.
Kyle Alexander Smith.
Meredith Renee Snyder.
Stephanie Mija Smith.
Abel Solomon.
Kristen Alicia Smith Bay.
Maria Elena St. Pierre.
Eric Sogfak.
William Lafayette Stafford III.
Antoine K. Spruill.
Casey Joseph Stapler.
Megan Sally Stacy.
Alana Marisa Stewart.
Richard Deontay Stanford.
Tierra Janice Sturkins.
Carly Page Stenger.
Victoria Gray Stout.
Quinn Alexandra Stewart.
Rebecca Marie Suplee.
Melissa Lynn Stoker.
Candace E. Taylor.
Zachary Allen Sumner.
Robert Bradley Taylor,
Katrina Elise Tavener,
Ashley D. Tida,
Lonnie Henderson Taylor Jr.,
Shelby Lynn Tebow,
Wesley Brian Taylor,
Stephanie Nicole Thomas,
Bradley Wayne Tennyson,
Sade Markia Thompson,
Kelsey Morgan Thomas,
Brent Colin Thorward,
Zachary Ronald Thomas,
Jasmine Elena Tomes,
Thomas Albert Thompson Jr.,
Tony Mitchell Townsend, Tony Michelle Townsend,
Tracy Aaron Timlin,
Sarah Elizabeth Trago,
and Matthew Harris Torgman,
Alyssa Justine Tukey,
Helen A. Tracy,
Olivia Ann Turner,
Michael Patrick Trosbach,
Stephen Andrew Vane,
Daisha Laryl Turner,
Conard Alexander Wallace,
Andrew James Tutino,
Andrew Chamberlain Webster,
Jasmine Camilla Walker,
Harrison Scott Van Ways,
Samantha Lynn Weber,
Alexis Elise Wallach,
Onisha Tiana Whitfield,
Shannon M. Warren,
Daniel Colby Vaughn,
Jessica Lee Wayne,
Harry Charles Walker III,
Gwendolyn Claire Welch,
Brittany Nicole Walsh,
Kevin M. West,
Raymond Cole Watt,
Rebecca Ann Weistman,
Ryan Anthony Weaver,
Nairi Nichelle Williams,
Brett Andrew Walsh,
Angelica Jasmine Willis,
Caitlin Dorsey Weir,
Sarah Kim Winchuk,
Brooke O. Williams,
Andrew Patrick Wolf,
William Christopher Willis,
Kristen Nicole Woods,
Ryan Michael Winchell,
Matthew Brock Woody,
Caitlin Claire Witt,
Catherine Marie Wright,
Lauren Christie Wood,
Emma Grace Yost,
Tyrissa Shaquelle Woods,
Kevin Lewis Zinser,
Alexa Lauren Wright,
Nimra Yunus,
Lensa Berhanu Yadada, and Danielle M. Zuzak.
Madam President, this concludes the individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and all graduates for this ceremony.
The class of 2014. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude, beloved students, I ask that sometime this weekend, please take a moment and sit and reflect and ask yourselves how this world is going to be better because of you. How is it going to be better because you got this education? How are you going to make positive change in your professions and your families, your communities, and the world? This is a very uncertain world you're going into, and we need your leadership, your passion, your vision, and your commitment. As someone who sat in a Towson commencement when I was your age many years ago, and on behalf of Judge Barbera, who did the same, I can tell you that life is going to drop you some wonderful surprises. Please take care to take advantage of each and every one of them. I send you forward with great pride and respect and love and gratitude. Thank you so much for what you have done for Towson. All right. All bachelor degree candidates are now going to rise, and in a symbol of your new status, you're going to move the mortarboard tassel from the right to the left. Stand up and do that. Stand up. Now, everyone, please stand and join Ms. Crow in the singing of Maryland, My Maryland. The words are on page 63 of your program.
My thankful heart with rapture fills, Maryland, my Maryland, when I behold thy rolling hills. Maryland, my Maryland, I love your rocks and rippling rills, your waterways where beauty spills, and nature holds 1,000 thrills. Maryland, my Maryland.
Dr. Lusky, her party, the faculty, and graduates will begin the recessional. I would ask that members of the audience please remain seated until all have left the arena. The guests may then join their graduates on the patio. Again, we offer our best wishes and congratulations to the class of 2014. Way to go, you Tigers, way to go.